Hi there, everybody. I'm Joe Kelly, Director Emeritus of the Oneida County History Center. I am standing here in 1608 Genesee Street, home of the Oneida County Historical Hall of Fame. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the class of 2023, but first, a little history. The Historical Hall of Fame was started in 1946 and honors individuals from Oneida County who made an impact on our community and the world. Its goal is to ensure that noteworthy people and their achievements are recorded in local history. Inductees are world-renowned artists, scientists, inventors, athletes, pioneers, business and community leaders, as well as local and national politicians. More than 130 remarkable people have been recognized since the program's inception. Past honorees include Oneida Indian Nation leader Chief Shenandoah, Henry DeSpirito, a nationally celebrated artist and sculptor; Utica native Barbara Cope, who would eventually become a saint, Saint Mary Ann of Molokai; Olympic speed skater Valentine Bialis; James Schoolcraft Sherman, who was Vice President of the United States under President William Howard Taft; and George Eastman, the founder of Kodak. These are just some of the celebrated individuals who have shaped our community and made Oneida County what it is today. They will now be joined by the class of 2023. They are Robert Everett, who was a Welsh preacher, abolitionist, and printer; Norman Hill, Utica's first African-American real estate broker; Shirley Waters, a pioneering newspaperwoman and arts advocate; and Revolutionary War hero, Colonel Marinus Willett. We hope you'll enjoy tonight's program about these exceptional people. Thank you for joining the History Center to celebrate and honor excellence in local history.
Robert Everett was a Congregational minister, printer, and noted abolitionist. He emigrated from Wales in 1823 and started his career in Utica, New York, at what is now the Cornerstone Plymouth Bethesda Church. He later relocated to the Remsen-Steuben area, settling at the Capel Utica. Everett preached against slavery long before his contemporaries, and his early years were not peaceful. Some felt the abolitionists' cause was too extreme, and he was often threatened, harassed, and even attacked. He remained resolute in his beliefs. He started a monthly newsletter which was distributed to Welsh American settlements across the United States from 1840 to 1875. His goal was to persuade new immigrants to become citizens and voters. As many Welsh settlers retained their native language, Everett was uniquely able to reach them. He felt that a united Welsh community could influence and support the movement to abolish slavery. Everett was an active station master in the Underground Railroad and encouraged the Welsh to support the Civil War. His follower Erasmus Jones joined an African-American regiment as a chaplain, and Everett promoted their activities worldwide. The Everett family also supported the abolition movement. His sons attended the Integrated Oneida Institute at Whitesboro, and his eldest son joined John Brown in Kansas. After the war, Everett encouraged the Welsh to help educate those formerly enslaved. His daughter started schools in Norfolk, Virginia, and Charleston, South Carolina. Everett received permission from Frederick Douglass and Harriet Beecher Stowe to translate their works into Welsh, and was referred to as "Our Welsh Friend" by Douglass. Everett was inducted into the National Abolition Hall of Fame in Peterborough, New York in 2022 in recognition of his lifelong leadership in the anti-slavery movement. He now joins the Oneida County Historical Hall of Fame.
Norman Hill was a community leader and the first African-American real estate broker in Utica. Born and raised in Eufaula, Alabama, he moved to Utica in the 1940s after serving his country in the U.S. Air Force. He married Alberta Huff, his childhood sweetheart, and the couple had two daughters, Norma Jean and Lillian. Norman aspired to purchase his own home for his family. He often worked two jobs to save enough money. He eventually found a job as a police officer at Griffith Air Force Base. This made it financially possible for him to purchase his first home at 1003 State Street. Mr. Hill's appreciation for home ownership motivated him to pursue a career as a real estate broker. He was keenly aware that owning a home was key to building self-esteem, instilling pride, and fostering the economic growth of the community. He took evening courses at Mohawk Valley Community College and Utica College. He successfully passed the New York State Broker's Exam in 1975 and opened his real estate firm, Norman Hill Real Estate, on the first floor of his State Street home. Mr. Hill established himself as a broker with honesty and integrity. Throughout his career, he guided families of all backgrounds, sometimes breaking down racial barriers to purchase their first home in the city of Utica. Mr. Hill was also a firm believer in education and giving back to the community. He was a co-founder of the Alga Club, which sought to encourage children in the Cornhill community to stay in school, maintain excellent scholastic standards, and attend college. The club awarded scholarships and hosted an annual picnic for all children at the Leisure Time Center on West Street. Norman was an active member of the St. Paul's Baptist Church, and he served on many community boards, including the Cosmopolitan Community Center, Mid-Utica Neighborhood Preservation Center, Leisure Time Center, and Neighborhood Housing Services. Shirley Waters was a pioneering newspaperwoman, painter, and community advocate. Born in Syracuse in 1921, her family moved to Rome when she was 13, and she attended Rome Free Academy. She went to college at Syracuse University, where she met her husband, George B. Waters, and earned her BFA in painting in 1943. The couple married later that year and went on to have 5 children. Shirley learned the newspaper business at a young age from her family, including her maternal grandfather, Everett Remington Kessinger, who was the publisher of the Rome Sentinel from 1928 to 1941. Her husband, George, was the publisher of the Sentinel from 1964 until 1993. During this time, Shirley served as the Sentinel's vice president and secretary. She was a full partner in all major business decisions and was widely admired throughout the newspaper industry. Shirley was a talented artist, creating more than 400 paintings in diverse media. She exhibited her work in many juried shows, and her art can be found in numerous collections. Shirley was an advocate for the arts. She was a member of the committee organized in 1979 to restore the Stanley Theater, and she was instrumental in the development of the Griffiths International Outdoor Sculpture Park and the Rome Art and Community Center. Shirley received many awards for her community service, including the Woman of Merit Award for Art, the SUNY College of Technology Distinguished Service Award, the YMCA Salute to Women Award for Art, and, along with her husband, the first Saul Lazovic Service to the Arts Award for unselfishly giving of their time, effort, and financial support to the arts. Throughout her life, Shirley shared her kindness and friendship with many. She spent her last years at Masonic Care Community in Utica until her passing on December 23, 2021.
Colonel Marinus Willett was a Revolutionary War hero whose actions helped the Continental Army claim victory and who is known for his bravery and courage during the siege of Fort Schuyler. Born on Long Island in 1740, he served in the French and Indian War and was an active member of the Sons of Liberty. He served as second in command to Colonel Peter Gansford at Fort Schuyler. In August 1777, British forces under General Barry St. Leger attempted to capture the fort. Willett played a crucial role in organizing the defense during the siege. He led a successful attack against the Native Americans and Loyalists, capturing 2 encampments and taking their supplies and 5 British flags. This greatly demoralized the Native American forces allied with the British, leading to their retreat. Despite being vastly outnumbered, the American troops were able to hold off the British forces for weeks. Willett and his soldiers used various tactics to deceive the British, including creating fake cannon noises and sending false messages. Eventually, the British were forced to retreat, and Fort Schuyler remained under American control, a crucial victory in the Mohawk Valley. Willett served at the fort until 1778, when he left to join the main army under General Washington. He commanded all the American troops in the Mohawk Valley from 1781 to 1783, deterring countless raids by Loyalists and leading several counterattacks, one of which resulted in the death of Walter Butler, a notorious Loyalist leader. After the war, Willett returned to New York City, but remained in public service as a 2-term sheriff and a 1-term mayor. When he died at age 90, thousands mourned his death. The National Park Service Visitor Center in Rome, New York, is named in his honor.